I'm Cynthia Erivo. I am staring down the barrel of the camera and being real. If you are one of these people that have a problem with this, you are no better than the purity culture fucking Republicans. You are no better than them. You are making women feel like they need to cover up more. Shut up. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it, Heather.
When did I get old?
Hi, how's it going, bestie?
I'm so lovely. How are you doing, Heather?
Great. I'm good. And hi, I'll remember this week to say hello to people listening too.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome back
to Keep Me Young.
Yes, welcome back to another week. I'm Blake.
And I'm Heather.
And this is your weekly podcast to watch two millennials in their 30s figure out how to be culturally relevant through social media, pop culture, entertainment, video
terrible
games.
Netflix reality TV shows.
Ideally that, but then unfortunately usually politics, but yeah. Although I don't really have any this week. I don't think I have one for either of my...
Oh my God, fun. Okay,
yeah,
I
unfortunately
kind of do. So we'll just trade off.
Okay, cool. Balance. It's a balancing act, you know?
Yeah. Well, what's
Yeah.
new? How's it going? I see you have a different background and
Yes.
a tropical attire.
Yes, I am in the beautiful tropical, very red Clearwater, Florida.
There it is.
So excited. Yeah. There we go. I unfortunately am in the territory of Governor, what's his name? I don't remember. The crazy one, the robot. They call him Kitten Heels on I've Had It because he wears those like boots that make him look taller, you know?
Kitten Heels is such a good diss for a governor.
Yeah.
Are you like surrounded by Scientology in Clearwater? Because like that's the mecca for going clear.
So here's the thing. As of today, it is October 25th. I'm surrounded by no one.
Oh.
Florida vacation is ideal in October. It's like 85 degrees. No one is here.
Wow. Do people wait until like December, January? That's so surprising.
They just all finished their summer trips.
Oh,
and so
it's
nobody's
too
here.
soon.
No kids.
Got it.
No,
right. Because
no
they're in
kids.
school, famously.
Right. Yes, famously and gratefully. And I am in such a, I don't know why recently I've been in such a fuck them kids mentality. I'm like, I'm tired of it. I just don't want to be around them. I don't want to have anything to do with them. I don't want to talk about them. I think it's because, and not to immediately get political, but I think it's just because everything in politics right now is under the guise of, but it's for the kids, you know?
Or protect the kids, or
protect
think
the
of
kids. Right. I'm like, you don't give a shit about kids. Otherwise, you wouldn't like defund childhood cancer research and shit like that.
Or
but I'm
libraries.
just tired of yeah. And I think you understand, Heather, living as a queer person. Like, for some reason, people expect queer people to always live with the idea that they are being watched by an audience of 500 6-year-olds.
Yeah.
6-year-olds. What is it? Olds. 6-year-olds. But
sissy 6-year-olds.
Sissy
right.
6-year. I'm this many year olds. I'm just I'm so tired.
There is like a great thing that Trixie Mattel says that's like, gay people aren't always nice. Gay people aren't always like sweet and like open and playful and like lots of energy with your kids. That's not That's a stereotype we should break.
Yeah, and I think it's like kind of leans into like purity culture too, where it's like, I don't know, you can't ever talk about anything ever anymore because there might be a kid watching. Like, stop watching our stuff. If you're under 18, fuck off. Go away. I don't care. And if you are, keep watching, but lurk. Don't interact. Shut up. Like we did when we were millennials. We didn't say, as kids, we didn't say a damn word. We just went and watched.
Right. Yeah, and then internalized it and like also internalized the shame around it for watching bad movies or watching sex scenes.
Right.
Which,
like, did we win? Probably
far.
not either. Yeah, like, did we win? Probably not either. But at the same time...
I didn't blame the media I was watching, you know?
No, that's my thing.
There's something in between that's happening that like we can take accountability. Or like the adults. I don't know. An adult stranger who you've never met in real life cannot be held accountable for parenting you.
No, but that's
or
the same
relating
thing.
to you as a parent would. It's like
Well,
it
that's
takes
the
a
same
village,
thing.
but also like the internet isn't your village or something.
No, I think that's what it comes down to too, is people find this like community online, but then they expect it to be the exact same as like your neighbor next door or your brother
Right.
or your cousin. Like you don't harbor that same relationship. As close as you may feel, they don't owe you anything. They could stop talking to you tomorrow and everyone would be like, yeah, I mean, that's just what happens, you know? I don't know.
Yeah.
But at the same time, on the other side of that coin, I will say, I think this is an epidemic lately because I think there does need to be more purely kid online spaces, and there's just not anymore. Like I've watched some video
That is
essays and
true.
stuff about how like there's just no kid spaces anymore. Like adults like co-opt
Like
it
interactive.
with like their
There's
stuff.
still like
yeah,
kid
yeah.
TV shows, but not like
Yes.
purely for kids interactive spaces. And even I
Exactly.
mean, we've talked about it on this podcast. Even long ago, that was not the case either. Like people were putting ASL in Neopets chat rooms. I know, from
Very
firsthand
bad.
experience. And
Very
like,
that. Oh God, I love Neopets. Yeah.
who knows if those were adults or not, because there weren't faces attached to it. I guess maybe like
Right.
that was the difference, because that many years ago, like you didn't have a face and a profile attached to everything that you did, so people didn't know who you were.
I agree. I don't
I don't know if
It's-
that's better or worse though.
It's a slippery slope. I know. Cause like, it's a weird thing. Cause like, I don't think there is a concrete answer to that. I think it's just
Right.
something that like you have to figure out how to navigate. But I think there's a better way to navigate it than have queer people always be walking on eggshells of being labeled as like a groomer or something, you know? I think that's just like, I think that's the
would
reality
say-
that I would prefer to live in.
Right. That's like low on my solutions list.
Right. Now,
That particular solution.
now, all that being said, speaking of land of inappropriateness or hating queer people, there it is. There's our connection.
Okay, okay.
Florida. I am in Florida, and
Yeah.
I am rocking. I'm gonna give a fit. We're gonna a little fit. We got our. I didn't want to do my hair, so we're wearing the bucket hat, which keeps
Yes.
my face from getting burnt. We got our little
Bucket hats
our little,
are really useful, as it turns out.
yeah. Oh, I love bucket hats lately. I'm like aesthetically chopped, but.
Yeah.
Practicality, incredible,
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
So we've got our little tank top, and then we got these cute little short
Oh,
chubbies. Yeah, I love like
Show
I love
little
like
leg.
a creamsicle little something, you know. Like, ooh, what's
He's flamboyant. He's so flamboyant. He's
That's
so
the thing.
artistic.
I feel like swimwear, I feel like, is where straight men are allowed to get a little fruity with it, you know?
Yeah, thank God.
Yeah. Yeah,
Let
let
me
them
see
have
them
something.
quads. Let me get
Right.
in there.
Let straight men experience the joy just once of wearing a very oversaturated color. It's so freeing.
It's
so
so freeing. Come on.
Yeah.
Can I
100%.
I told this to you off the pod, but can I tell this story again to you and you can pretend like it's a new story?
My favorite activity. Yes, go.
Peeking behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Speaking of straight men. Two men who, like, to my knowledge, are straight. They're he-hims, at least. I was doing a gig and we were like all saying hello and hugging each other, and both of them were like, "Whoa, Heather, back muscles." And I was like, yes. Like my whole existence
Your whole.
felt validated. My whole felt validated in that moment. Sorry to those men.
Yeah.
But it's also like I'm not a woman, so they weren't flirting. I'm also not a dude, so it wasn't gay. So like it was a
Right.
safe place for them to be like, "Whoa, big dog got muscles," and
my
me to
God.
be like, "Big dog do got muscles."
Yes, yes. Ally straight guys, you heard it here. If you miss catcalling because people realized it's bad, go find your non-binary friend. They're gonna be like, you know what? This counts. This counts.
So
barely.
true. Go tell your non-binary friend they got some upper body strength. You know?
Yeah, that's a good message. That's the thing. I've always said maybe this makes me an ally of women, but I've always been like, you know what, guys, any catcalling that you want to get that energy out. Me. I will not take offense. Comment on any part of me positively and probably inappropriately, even though I don't know you. I will take it. I will take it in stride.
Yeah.
And if it keeps you from doing it to a woman on the street, that is the cross I bear.
It is. You are so brave to do so.
Thank you. I am brave.
Yeah, it's kind of a cheat
And-
code.
right.
It's fun to be here.
And nobody's talking about it.
And nobody's talking about it.
Nobody.
Well, Blake, have you stayed young or aged because of anything
I've
this
had
past week?
I've had a very youthful week, I would say.
Ooh, tell me about it.
I'm on vacation, so very excited. I
Great.
just, like the day before flying to vacation, finished my YouTube video that just went out. It was like, which Pokemon Mega Evolution can say the bad word for gay. And it's people are liking it. I'm very excited. So that's always a good
Excellent.
feeling. It's like, I worked very, very hard on this. Because I had kind of like a renaissance almost of like, I like making YouTube videos. Like, it was like, I
you were
watched
talking
like,
about that.
yeah, because it's like people in like fine arts, like like as opera singers, like when you like watch a really good performance and you're just like, oh, I gotta up my game, I gotta go practice more. That's amazing. I went back and watched a few World of Warcraft narrative stories of people
my God,
when I know it was amazing.
I
when
love
World
that
of Warcraft,
for you so much.
Yeah. When WoW Classic came out in like 2019, there was like 2 or 3 YouTubers. Jimmy is one, Barney64 is another one on YouTube, and oh God, what is it? It's Uber Danger is the third one. And
Great.
they all recount the stories of them playing either like WoW Classic or WoW Hardcore when that mode came out or things like that. And it's like very well narrated. Like Jimmy does it like with full green screen and he like walks in, like it's like he's in the game, like talking about it as a person and stuff. And then he like recounts it so funny, so well scripted. Barney64 edits the hell out of it, tells the most amazing story. It's a trans woman. She's a trans woman that like plays this like rogue male. So she uses like a voice like lower. So a lot of people didn't know she was
fun.
trans. And so she has this like lower voice for the rogue and like tells it, but it's so fucking funny and she's so creative and like it's so well edited and it's just like
These people are like sitting at like gamer stations and then green screen behind them, and the green screen behind them is the game that they're narrating.
That was Jimmy, but then Barney is just like doesn't even show face. It's like literally they just like have their character act out these things in the game, or like they play like gameplay footage or things like that. And it's just so well scripted. Like she has I think she has a creative writing degree or an English degree or a literature degree, something like that, or something
Dungeons
performance
and Dragons
related
type shit.
around script writing, absolutely. And so just the narrative is so good and funny, and like it's just so well paced and all this stuff. And I'm just like, oh my God, I love doing that. I need to like I need to be really proud of my videos. And like and like this last one, I edited my ass off for it. And I was just like, I felt so happy with the final product. And it's not like it's art by any means, but I was just like, oh, I feel really, really good about this. I wrote the script like well in advance.
I don't know, don't
like,
sell
it just
yourself
felt good.
short. Like it is your artistic practice though. Like you are
Sure,
writing
I
a
mean,
script, you are shooting a short film often.
Right. That's fair. I mean, like the effort and artistic integrity can be found in like very shallow premises. And so like I guess that's fair
but
too.
for you,
So,
like the
yeah.
actual process is your
Yeah.
like mode of self-expression. And it's nice.
My art is the
It sounds
editing
like-
and the presentation and the writing and exactly.
It sounds like it's good to like remember that part and not so much
it
the
felt so
output
good.
part.
It felt so good, and I think it
Yay.
translated well with the audience too, because they were so receptive and kind about it, and so that was really exciting. That was a small Keep Me Young, and then. Oh, there was one more. Oh, and then the other small Keep Me Young. I'll go to the main one in just a second. Sorry to like throw them, but it's been a good week. So,
Yay.
so I did a charity stream last Wednesday for the Spooktacular Streamathon, and it's for Gamers Outreach. And basically, it helps raise money to provide game systems for children that are hospitalized for long term. And so it helps them be distracted during treatment, or it helps them like pass the time when they're having like a longer stay or things like that.
That's
and
so amazing.
Yeah, and every $300 gets like a new system. Every $500 like gets repairs one of their carts that they use to get them in there, and like $4,000 is like for the full system sort of thing. But so I made a goal of $300, and they reached that in 5 minutes, and we ended up with $1,100 in a 3-hour stream raised for charity. So that was super exciting. It was my first ever charity stream, and I did little like every $100 we got to spin the wheel of rewards, and one of them was karaoke. So that hit a few times, and so I sang like some of my karaoke classics to them. I finished with Whitney Houston's "I Have Nothing," and it felt and it was so fun. I had such a good time.
Those lucky streamers to get a private show. Wow.
It was so funny because there was, I think, a decent amount of them genuinely for some reason just had never. Because I feel like I say it a lot in streams and videos, but I guess maybe they just didn't catch those videos or streams, and so a lot of them didn't know I sang. They're like, "Wait,
so
what the
wild
fuck is
to have,
happening?"
like, spent so much of your life singing, and then this huge, like, much broader audience is like, "Wait, you sing?" Is that crazy?
I know. I think I kind of almost like forced that narrative because I do like the idea of it being a very well-crafted party trick. I spent like years on it, and now it's like a fun surprise that took years to build up. So that's always fun.
Like,
that's always
this,
fun.
whatever. Oh my god,
this whole thing.
My mom at Paint and Sip. My mom, a trained artist, art therapist, like professionally,
goes to Paint and Sip.
She goes to Paint and Sip. I still have one of her
them.
paintings from Paint and Sip, and I threw mine away. Absolutely dog walks them, and is like, me?
What? Wait, no, that's the thing though, and I'm sure you understand too. Once again, both of us being in opera world, I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, you forget, this is going to sound so conceited. You forget that you're good because you are surrounded by the top 1% of like the world of opera singers every day.
And
like
you're
most
chasing.
of my friends are.
You're also like chasing the top, you
Yeah.
you have this mindset of like, I'm behind and I can only go forward. Like I'm behind the people who are better than me. So you're never going to like stay still and look around and be like, oh, right. There's like an entire population of the planet who's like never sung before.
Exactly.
It's all relative.
So like somebody who like in our career would even be considered like mid is still like echelons above like your everyday person. And so sometimes it's nice to sing
Just
for people who literally have
training-wise.
none. And it's like, it's nice to just be like reconfirm that like, okay, I'm actually not a hack or a fraud. Like I have a trained voice, whether it's like, I can see the flaws, but like a lot of people don't see those flaws, which is really nice.
Isn't that the thing? Because if all you're ever doing is singing in front of other singers or singing for auditions or singing honestly for yourself to like critique yourself and get better, then like you're never going to get the positive feedback.
Right. And then speaking of weaponizing your BFA, that is my actual Keep Me Young. So
Okay.
There is,
we did 2 little appetizers and then we're jumping in.
Give them, it's called a presentation, sweetie. What can I say? I'm into scripting. So there is a TikToker who goes by the name of Laura Daniel, and she has I don't even know if it's a series because it's just every TikTok she does, but her main thing is her jingle that she has at the end. She is like, I think like mid 40s, like theater trained BFA, like theater actor, does movie stuff, does all that kind of stuff. And she has a jingle at the end of all of her TikToks that is Laura Loves New York. And it's always, 'cause Laura loves New York. And it's like, it's this like,
excellent.
It's actually like a recorded. She just uses the recording every time and then she just mounts it. But I'll show you a little snippet of it right now. I'll like when we do the actual podcast, I'll put that in there, or I'll put the clip in there, so it'll be fine. But here you go.
Good morning and welcome to my Actors Live. I'm on my way to sign up for a theater audition. I am part of the union, Equity.
And mad respect to my non-union peeps. We all start somewhere.
One of the things about being an actor, this is the glamorous life. There's some early mornings. I remember filming on set. Had to be up at like 4 in the morning to get to an ice lake. If you're gonna be an actor, you gotta have tenacity. I've been a professional actor since I was 14, and I am very much like Shakespeare said, though she be but little, she is fierce. I made it! Yay! 'Cause Laura loves New York. Have a great day.
Every TikTok ends with this. And there's actually an extended version that I will also play for you really quick.
Laura loves New York, the busy streets, the tasty treats, the awesome folks that you're bound to meet, the seats, the pleats, the funky beats that make me wanna pop a cork. 'Cause Laura loves New York. Have an awesome day.
She's kind of my everything.
Wow. Unironically for you.
Unironically, she has so it started as an ironic love, and then I started listening to her more and more because she reminded me a lot of like these girls that we've met in theater world that are just like that all the time, and it's like not real, and they've never had a real interaction their entire life. Like all of their friends are just like stepping stones. Yeah. But the fact that she's 45 and the fact that she is just like still like, pushing, still going through that career, all that kind of stuff. I feel like that is her. I feel like that genuinely is her. That just is her. And there's something about it being genuine that makes it so much more like, I need to meet her. I love her. Yeah. She's in New York. I'm in New York. It needs to happen. Laura loves New York. And it makes me love New York. Like she's been
Laura
there.
loves New York.
Yeah. She's been there for like 20 something years and she still loves New York. Like that's That's
That
great.
is crazy.
Like I was going to say, like, you become a true New
an
Yorker
actor.
when you've either been in New York for 10 years or you hate New York. Like that's usually the two. Like that's when you're a real New Yorker. But like she's right, it's a magical city. It's got some really cool stuff in it, and I need to like go back. She was out there like she's out there like queening out about the fountain in front of Lincoln Center after 20 something years of being in New York. I'm like, that's crazy. I don't even look at it when I walk by now.
I don't either. That's so beautiful, Laura.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Laura loves New York. Kind of what is the phrase for that?
Liaisons.
Liaisons. Ooh, that's beautiful. Is a
Yeah.
runway? That's what I was thinking. But like a verb form of like
sets the stage.
runways. Sets the stage for my keeping me young.
Gay. Okay,
Yeah,
I just said gay. Yay.
Gay.
Gay. Love
Bitch,
that.
gay.
Anyway.
It's that I'm getting real on the pod. It's that I'm scared. I'm in a new city and I'm living by myself and I'm like I'm feeling scared. Not out of like safety. I feel like nobody's going to come into my house and like kill me or steal my belongings, but it's just sort of like that feeling where you remove yourself from the familiar and you're like, "Oh, right. Like who am I when I'm just like me?" Do I trust myself to be able to take care of myself? Do I trust myself to like be able to ask for help and lean on my community? And like most of the time, yes. But I woke up this morning, like kind of like thoughts racing, and I have been trying to like actually like have conversations with myself in those moments, like out loud. It's a very new thing, but living by myself, like who's here to judge? So I was like, how do you feel right now, Heather? And I was like, I feel, scared. I just feel scared that like it's not going to go well, that I did this whole like cross country move and like all my shit is over here and it's not going to be what I thought it will, which it's not. I'm not going to be able to like financially support myself, which I can. Like all of these things, you know, if you want to like get a little like ledger out and be like, well, that's not true. That's not true. But it doesn't matter. It's just that I feel scared. And like, I'm trying to embrace that as like what that was part of the reason for moving, you know, is to like open myself up to new feelings, new potential, new opportunities. And like, I don't know. I don't want it to be like toxic positivity or anything like that because like being scared sucks to wake up and feel that way, but it's also like that I chose to put myself in a position where it might be scary because I know deep down that like I'm brave and capable and like can take care of myself and I'm not gonna crumble. But now that I'm here, I'm like, oh wait, but what if it does crumble? And that is a little bit of a like, aw, I don't know. It doesn't matter how old you are. You can still be like afraid that people won't like you, you know? And
oh my God, absolutely.
I'm the new kid at school. That sort of feeling.
I think I've mentioned this before, but I feel like it's one of those things where it's like sometimes the things you're scared of can like reflect you're actually like what's going well, you know? Like if you're scared of everything crumbling, then you have something to crumble. If you're scared that like all your friends hate you, then you have friends to hate you. Like things like that.
Totally.
Or like maybe there's not something as like an environment change is always really scary. Like even when I go between my my family in Texas and New York a lot. I literally spend like half and half just because I'm like, I have a remote job. I do YouTube. Like I like seeing my family and my college friends and stuff. So I just do both. But every time, even though I know like I'm going to be fine and like I'm going to be over it in like a day, the day before I fly, either way, I get so anxious. Like, I'm just like, ooh, change an environment. Like, I just got comfortable, blah, 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 all this stuff like that. But then I'm uncomfortable when I get there too. Be different? Like, yeah.
That's such a great way of thinking about it. Yeah, I do. If I moved here when I was 23, I'd be like, fuck it. Cause that's also like what happened in New York. I was like, whatever. Yeah. I don't know. When I was 25, like I left a job that I hated and now I'm here to like go to grad school. What's the worst that could happen? And now I'm like, oh, I do know like some worst case scenario things because I have built a life that I'm proud of. I have built a community that I like rely on. And yeah, there's maybe more to lose, but I think it's like, you're right. It's like worth celebrating that there is more to lose.
Yeah. Not to invalidate that fear. I mean, it's completely real. I mean, and I think everybody
I think both can be true. It's like,
I think people even have it in their own skin sometimes, you know, like it's just like, it just happens. But
Yeah.
but I understand. Like I remember for my vulnerable side, I remember there was one time where like I don't remember what happened, but like everything was going well in life. And so once again, my brain would go to like all your friends hate you. And so like
Yeah.
I was like flying back to New York after like a long time of being home in Texas that time. And like it had been a minute. I'd been very like in my house. Like I hadn't seen a lot of people. Like I talked to them online, but nothing past that. And for some reason I got in this really anxious state, like during the flight of like, please during this flight, like please just have like one person that texted me while I was on this flight. Like I just need that. I don't know why. It was wild.
Wow.
But then
Yeah.
my friend like texted me in a group chat being like, we should play Baldur's Gate together and do like a little regular thing. I was like, that was the
right.
universe like saving me in that moment. Sometimes you gotta get slapped out of it. You're just like, you've got it going. Like you've got
Yeah.
great friends. Heather, you especially, I will say from an outside perspective, like I idolize the community that you build. Cause I'm always just like, I have friends, but I don't think I have like that. Like, I don't think I have like that, like almost family that Heather has outside of their own family. And I'm like, I see when I will just tell you from looking from an outside perspective, like you have community wise what I want. And like, I think that's really, really admirable.
Oh my gosh. That I'm taking a moment to process that. That's so sweet. That's so sweet to say. And it's really cool that you feel that way.
Yeah.
I don't
it's
always, but
I get
that's
it.
really
I get
great
it.
to hear outside perspective.
I get it. I mean, it is perspective, you know, because like other vulnerable. I remember like I had a theory for a while there that like people don't reach out to me as much anymore because they just see my face online a lot more often, and so they're just like, oh, I know how he's doing. I don't have to ask. And so once I started social media, I really didn't get reached out to as often as I used to
It makes
because
sense.
of that.
It's stupid, but it makes sense.
Yeah. So like I'm always sitting here thinking like no one cares when really they just know how I'm doing because they see how like a video or a stream or I update all the time online. So like they know how I'm doing or they comment on my stuff. Like I'll have friends that interact that way and stuff too. And that's great too. And it's not to shirk any of that. Like they're still doing their part of being in my life. I just have to remember that and I have to appreciate that too. So it's like,
Right.
it's tricky. It's a slippery slope.
It's to be alive and to be perceived.
Oh
It's a lot.
God.
It's
So
a lot.
true. Jesus.
But listeners, check in on Blake in a text message. If you have Blake's number,
If I know you.
if you're a stranger, you don't have to. But
You
like,
can just comment on the YouTube video. It's fine.
yeah, just say, hey, Blake, how's it going?
Yeah. But no, I mean, that's the thing. I think even my most social friends feel like they have no friends sometimes, which makes me feel better, actually.
I know the fact that
okay,
you
sick.
have said that, and I feel like you are so much better at reaching out to people. You are so much better at like organizing things, being on top, like planning ahead for hangs and stuff like that. If you feel that way, then like, okay, it makes sense that I feel that way.
Oh yeah,
no,
I feel like
it
I
does help to talk about.
My brain tells me that I have to put my friends into a vice grip in order to actually come see me, and I know that's not true either. But then I have to like convince myself that that's simply just demons in head.
Demons in head.
Yeah.
DIH. Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Well, getting Volney on the pod
Love it.
this week.
Listen, it's beautiful.
Only
We're in
took-
episode 11. I feel like it's time for that.
Famously, episode 11 of every famous and successful podcast is when
Yep.
when you like play the strings, background
Right.
music, and
Yes.
you like really get into it.
It's like
So-
Taylor track 5. Except for
You
this
know, I
most
don't
recent
know what that
one.
means.
It's like apparently it's like supposed to be her emotional like
Is it always the
peak.
same track?
Yeah, everyone always looks out for track 5. Except for the most recent one, everyone was really mad because it was that one that's like, everybody's so punk on the internet. Everybody, blah, blah, blah. And to her credit, she's right. She just could have worded it better.
Yeah. God bless.
God bless. But
Ooh,
yeah.
something that's exciting. Well, I haven't checked the last one, but all of our YouTube videos are over 1,000
I know.
watches. What are they called?
I know. Views.
How exciting. Thank you for watching.
I know.
Oh, yeah,
It's
views.
really, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Yeah. No, thank you all so much for watching. And actually, while we're on that note, I've noticed a trend of people putting in the comments of what's aging them and what's keeping them young, and then their favorite and their depression meal that week. So honestly, I feel like that could be a cool place to like keep in touch and see those like every week. If y'all wanted to like make that a thing, just like comment below
please.
what your things are. It's like fun to see those.
It is fun. I'm not a YouTuber, so like I don't think like, oh right, once you post the video, then people are like interacting with it. But sometimes I check and I'm like so touched how much people share and that people share at all.
Yeah,
I love
I know.
that.
It's really sweet. It's really sweet. And so there was a comment the other day on YouTube that was like saying like, I'm actually astounded that Blake and Heather are friends because of how different they are, but like it's so beautiful. I'm like, I've always said, I feel like me and Heather actually are saying the exact same things, just in different fonts.
Agreed.
But yeah, so that's all. So what a beautiful positive experience of our keeping us youngs. Now on to me being a
Truly.
vile bitch and saying what my aging me is,
Yes.
which kind of ties back. I guess it kind of ties back into everybody being a little too soft. I think sometimes, which is TikTok. I've noticed this past week or two is losing their mind over Lana Del Rey's new profile picture on TikTok.
Oh, which is what? Should I look it up?
I'm just gonna let you search it really quick while I explain, because I need you to understand that there were people in there, like it was a trend of people being like me checking Lana Del Rey's TikTok and just being like, oh my God, like acting like they got hit by a truck. You are, Heather, when you see it, you're gonna lose your fucking mind. Like I was furious.
Oh, her boobies.
Yeah. Her censored breasts.
She's
Like,
got boobies.
She's got boobs. Like she's
Great.
got a button-up shirt. It's a black and white photo of Lana Del Rey in a button-up shirt, and like her boobs, it's not covering her boobs, and they're censored. They're entirely censored.
One boob is out. One nip is
One
out, I
boob.
should say.
Yeah, one nip is out, but
We've
it's
got like
covered.
shirt around the side, hair in the middle,
Yeah,
and then shirt is covering up the other boob.
right. It's like very like Birth of Venus. It's just like one boob.
It's really beautiful. I can't stop looking at it.
Thank you. And people are flipping out over
Oh my
this, Heather.
God.
I'm so.
What are their
this is the-
arguments? Tell me.
This is the purity culture that I'm sick of. Like this is
Oh,
where
yeah.
I'm just like, y'all need to get the fuck outside. Y'all need to shut the fuck up and get the fuck outside. Like, and it's always in the argument of like, minors use TikTok. No, my God, I'm right because I said minor first. Like, shut the fuck up. Not everyone
Minors-
exists for your fucking ass. I'm
Minors
so
are
tired
the ones
of it.
who most recently had a face full of boobs at them. Like, most likely.
Thank you.
Statistically, most likely.
What
all
the fuck
day, every
do you
day.
think you were? What the fuck do you think you were suckling at when you were like 2 or 1
do you
or
think?
whatever
I
age? I
also
don't
just-
care.
I get on like such a, I don't love this line of thinking, the like divine feminine and like, okay, all of our bodies are divine. You don't have to be like feminine, but also like boobs are what keep you alive.
Yeah,
They're
shut up.
beautiful. What
Yeah.
do you mean you can't look at one nip? And also just like the idea that like boob nipples are not okay, but like
No.
boy boob nipples are.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's
I'm
just
tired
so
of
icky. They're
it.
literally the same.
Boobs are so not a big deal. Boobs are so
They're
not a
just
big
so
deal. I'm tired of it. And I need to, and I know, and it sucks because everybody that watches this, I know just gets it. I know they just get it. And I know I'm just speaking to the choir here. But if there's anyone here that is watching this, staring at this camera directly into the fucking lens, I'm Cynthia Erivo. I am staring down the barrel of the camera and being real. If you are one of these people that have a problem with this, you are no better than the purity culture fucking Republicans. You are no better than them. You are making women feel like they need to cover up more. Shut up. I'm so tired of it. I'm so tired of it, Heather.
And it's like, it's a lot of things. It's like thinking that you know / own a celebrity and they
Yeah.
have to do what you think they would or should do.
Yeah.
It's like the publicness of the internet where like, oh, it's blah. Like you can block people. You could totally
Yeah.
block people. You could put your phone down even.
Yes.
You don't have to be
Yes.
on TikTok. You don't have to like, we are all electing to be in a public space. And like,
Yes.
I mean, I'm really like into this idea of like, when you're engaging in community, you're going to get pissed off. If
Yeah.
you are not pissed off by the people around you, you're either only around people who are the same exact
Yep.
kind of person as you, or
In a bubble.
you are like turning off your feelings and you're like gaslighting yourself that you're not upset. If you're in
Amen.
community, you're going to get upset. If you're like
Happens.
out in the world, something's going to upset you. And like,
100%.
what do you do with that? You know?
Yeah. It just happens. It just happens. And like, that's, yeah. It's
Do you
just,
like make
I
it
just
their
don't.
responsibility to change to make you feel better? Do you
Yeah.
make it your response? You know, It's different.
Yeah.
It's different every time. There's not one answer to it. But like,
I just get really upset when people like get really upset about things that just exist in this world, like that just are things. Like I just don't think that we need to stop. I don't know how to say this without sounding like a Republican, but I'm like, we need to stop living. There is a difference. There is a difference between making a structure in society that helps marginalized people and helps with equity. There's a difference between that and coddling the softest person in the room every time. There is a absolute fucking difference, because most of the time the softest person in the room is fucking white. First of all, shut up. Is usually white, usually trying to do something to feel a little different, and it's not actually marginalized people. Because you know what marginalized people are? Fucking tough. They have to be.
yeah.
They have to be.
And it's not like a badge of honor that they are. Like they, I would imagine, wish that they could be soft. And like there are things in my life where I'm like, damn, I really wish that I could have a huge reaction or like pout or whatever and have somebody listen to me, but like they just haven't and they won't. So I move on with my life. And I don't know, it's such a gray area.
I saw someone on. I used to have a Discord where people could like talk on it and stuff, and now I've made an announcement because it became too big and I couldn't juggle that. It was way too much. But before that,
You said
apparently
it was like 4,000 people in there.
4,500, something like that. Yeah, it was
So
ridiculous. Like it's
before
just
you,
not.
Like, if I may interrupt, that is so many people, and like we as humans have not evolved to like are not evolved to comprehend what a community that big is.
Yeah.
You know,
I went to,
and the fact that it lives in your phone.
Yeah, I went to school in a town of 5,000 people. Like that's my town.
Right.
Like
And like
so,
to have that all in one little screen, like it's just our sweet fleshy brains don't know what that is. Like it's actually really never gonna go well if it's that many people trying to get along. It's just too many people.
Exactly. And within that Discord, there was somebody who apparently, because I didn't interact with it at all, because I was just like, that's how people get canceled. I'm not talking to these people. I'm not doing anything with them. Like, this is for them to have a community because they asked for it, and I'm going to let them have that. I'll announce when I'm streaming and when I'm doing videos.
Okay.
Like, that's
it was specifically about
like,
your content.
Alleged, it's supposed to be. But then it got out of hand because people were just like inviting all their friends who weren't even fucking watching my stuff. And I was like, okay, this is already way bigger than me. I'm done. But before that, there was apparently a person that was going around the Discord. And so apparently, without me knowing, there was like an unspoken rule that you just couldn't post pictures of fish because they had a fish phobia. And they expected 4,500 people to follow that rule without any variation, without any chance of messing up. Otherwise, you were heartless. And I'm like, sorry, thank you for watching my stuff. You fucking freak. People don't exist on your behalf. People do not exist on your fucking behalf. I'm sick of people like that. And I'm sick of people encouraging that behavior. What you're doing is tyrannical. That's not good. You're not being a good person. And you enabling them by following that and not pushing back and being like, hey, that's ridiculous, is not helping the cause either.
Right. Because conflict is scary. Conflict is like really hard. And so you just want to avoid it. But then like everyone comes with lots of different triggers. Like even, not even like capital T, like, oh, I don't like fish. Oh, I'm allergic to this. It could be like anything. Every single human person comes with tons of different triggers and like inabilities or, whatever.
Yeah. And it's one thing to have them, I don't care. But you can't expect everybody, especially strangers online, to accommodate that for you.
It's not possible for everyone to be accommodated for everything in that setting. You know, in a government, that's what governments try to do. In a like housing, in an apartment complex, there are like specific things that are in an art class. Maybe you wouldn't paint a fish. But like this is just a discussion forum on the internet. Like
I'm telling
time
you,
and
it's
place,
wild.
read the room.
It's so stupid. It is so wild. It's exhausting, and I've just been kind of around it a lot lately, and that's why I froze that Discord anyway, because I just didn't realize. Because when I made it, I expected just people from my stream and from my videos to be there, so majority people that were 18 plus. And then apparently it just got flooded by minors without me even knowing. And then all of a sudden, everything I did was just like absolutely evil because I wasn't thinking of minors when I posted my videos on my own YouTube channel that I've never advertised for kids. And it's just like, I don't know.
There's even a
It's-
little thing on YouTube where you say, yes, this isn't for kids. Yes, this
I
is, and no, this
literally
isn't for
say,
kids.
no, this is not made for kids. Every single time I say, no, this is not made for kids, my analytics are less than 8% of people being under 18. The rest, the vast majority, I'd say 70%, if not more, are 18 to 35. I get to see those analytics.
Right. Of course you do.
My channel has never been for kids, and it's not being shown to a bunch of kids. Like, I'm so sick of everybody thinking that the world has to babysit their kid. Like, I don't give a shit about your fucking kid. Like, that's just
my
all it
God.
comes down to.
Blake, I watched this terrifying documentary. This was
Ooh,
not
go on.
something, this just jogged my memory. Terrifying documentary called The Perfect Neighbor. It's on Netflix. And
Oh, okay.
it's this neighborhood of all like rented sort of like duplex and quadplexes houses. So they're like sharing yards, but they are like separate structures too. It's not like an apartment complex. Bunch of kids in this neighborhood, black kids and white kids, this who all like play in this big field and like play football next to this white lady who always gets mad at them, always comes out,
Right.
tells them to stop trespassing. She's a renter. And also like her little part of the quad is not where they are. And the guy who either owns it or it's closer to his unit has told them they can. And it just like the whole documentary is police footage. And it's like the police getting called over and over and over and over again, talking to the other parents, being like, I don't know, like, let kids be kids, right? And like, should I spoil the ending?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, well, I guess for the viewers, maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah,
Skip ahead, I
don't
guess.
know. Yeah, whatever. Choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
It really builds it up well. So I'm like skipping past a lot. Ultimately,
Sure.
this woman is throwing out the N-word, like saying like, oh, she also like broke into this fence and was like slamming her truck against this fence.
Yeah.
And like a rat going like crashing out in a cage or something. And then the guy who like owned the property that she was trespassing on was like, hello, what on earth? You have to fix this fence. And so he called the cops on her. Just like there was a lot of police activity. So there was a lot of police footage, like body cam footage. And every time it was just like, well, you know, I've been abused, so I can't, like, whatever. Eventually, this all builds up. We meet lots of different parents and kids in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
This one little kid left his tablet near her house. So she was like, get your tablet off my lawn. And he was like, oh my God, okay. Then she picks up these roller skates that were like in quote unquote her yard, throws the skates at this little kid.
Oh my gosh.
Then the big brother comes over and is like, hey, don't throw shit at my little brother.
Fair.
I think this is the sequence. And then like the police had instructed them like, hey, when this lady gets mad at y'all, like get an adult.
Yeah.
Don't try and solve this on your own. Get an adult. So then
Yeah.
the big brother gets his mom, tells the mom like, hey, this Karen, they all called her Karen, which is hilarious. This Karen was throwing skates at little brother. Mom comes, starts banging on the door of this woman's house. Everyone is frustrated with this woman. Police, neighbors, everyone is frustrated with this woman. She's
Sure,
banging at the
sure.
door, just being like, I need to know what happened. Like, get out here. Come talk to me.
Yeah.
The woman, ooh, trigger warning. Somebody dies. The woman, the Karen, shoots from inside her house with the door closed and kills this mom.
Oh, you went. Oh my God, your mic gave out right at the end. Shot through the door. What?
Shot through the door. The mom is banging on the door. The woman stays inside, shoots her gun
and
through
shot
the
the
door,
mom.
kills the mom.
Oh my God.
And you don't see it coming. I mean, it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy how there's not like footage of this stuff, but it's only police body cam, and it like is really there's enough there.
Wow.
Like the police but this woman had also called the police and they were on the way, and within 2 minutes she shot the gun through her front door.
Oh my God.
So I don't know if I want to keep that in. It's a really bleak story, and I was like crying thinking about like a mother's love of their kids and whatever.
Yeah.
And just like racism in America. But it's like it has won all of these awards because it is like, it's not like a slanted storytelling of whatever. It is just police body cam,
Raw.
like showing this woman who like just wants to control everyone around her because she's obviously not okay.
Right.
And then it literally leads to her doing to them what she's scared they're going to do to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because she was like, I feared for my life. I thought she was going to kill me. I feared for my life. And like these FBI agents were like, you couldn't see her. What were you scared of? Why did you shoot through a closed door? You didn't know.
Right.
She was like, I thought I was going to die. I thought she was going to come in there and kill me. And like, so then you did it.
Right. That's the thing. It's like, I mean, obviously this is an extreme level of it, but like we can't always justify our actions with that hurt me. It made me nervous. I'm anxious about it. Like, okay,
and then
you are.
Like turn around and lash out. Yeah. And like make other people feel anxious so that because you're so uncomfortable sitting in those feelings by yourself, you like want to make other people feel nervous and anxious and like.
Right. And obviously these are different extremes, like having a fish phobia and being like blatantly just like justifying your racism. But all that to say, it's all that to say though, it's two sides of the same spectrum though. Like you're on that spectrum, babe. Like you're working on, like you're moving up, and that's not good.
It's a
you don't want to be anywhere near it.
The idea of like stand your ground, whatever.
Yeah.
Also, this woman was caught. The FBI was like, so if we looked at your browser, we wouldn't see that you just like Googled stand your ground laws in Florida, of course, Florida.
Amen. Yeah.
But like it's a culture. It's not like lots of individual little things. It is a culture of like, this makes me uncomfortable. Therefore, I'm going to make it other people's problem that it makes me uncomfortable.
Absolutely. It's a dumb premise. Anyway, sorry. That turned into a way longer aging rant than I expected it to be. But if we have to cut some, we have to cut some, and that's okay.
Yeah,
but I'm very passionate about it, that we need to simmer down a little bit because we're kind of losing focus on like the Epstein files, you know, like we're losing focus on like the actual important things.
Yeah.
So like,
I feel very passionate about everyone trying to be less passionate about things.
yeah, not everything is your hill, and that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or if it is, pick a better hill.
Right. Or there don't need to be hills. You know?
Yeah.
Let that feeling like pass through you, and I don't know. I'm clearly on my like meditation shit right now. So catch me in another few weeks and I'll have developed some absolutely insane hill to die on, whatever.
Of course. Well, speaking of hills to die on, do you have one? What is aging you?
Oh boy. Lots of things are converging around the idea of like workwear as fashion and made in America stuff. Like the idea that things are like locally made, whatever. The only reason all of that is popular is because of the US military. And that is aging me. Thinking about like, okay, so Avery Trufelman is like a journalist, and she has such a dreamy, like low, smoky voice. I'm obsessed with her. And she started this podcast called Articles of Interest, where it's about clothes, but it's really about like historical context. There's an entire episode about buttons. There's an entire episode about pockets.
Sick.
Like it goes so deep, but like at first pockets were, you know, to signify, to not have pockets meant that you were wealthy because somebody else was carrying your shit for you. And then pockets were to signify wealth or like influence because you like had important things to do. This is like in women's wear, pockets. Fascinating stuff. She does deep dives. This whole season, last season was about like preppy culture and like how preppy culture started, like politically came through, like hip hop culture, like just how all of that happened, what it means, blah, blah, blah. Like really insane depth for these things that were like, whatever, it's fashion. So this season is like gear and outdoor wear, and it's just the US military, like Patagonia, any of the brands that like pride themselves are made in USA. The only reason it would behoove you to be made in USA now is so that the US military could buy your goods, because US military only uses things that are made in the USA.
Right. That
Obviously there are like artists who are doing it for those reasons, but like the big brands, Patagonia makes stuff for the US military and like hides it. But like any of these outdoor brands, they are developing technology so that like Navy SEALs can use them. And like all of this, it isn't for like, oh, we just want you to stay stay dry on a rainy hike. Like, no, it's for soldiers.
Yeah.
And like making sense of that has been nuts for me. That's
Yeah.
kind of it. And just
A
like
lot of it is done that. Isn't Marvel, like, aren't Marvel movies like funded by the U.S. military
Oh my
because it helps
God, of
promote like the
course.
excitingness of like fighting for your country?
no question. And like
Yeah.
but then there's also like you can't say bad things about China because of like China's special interest in US
Right.
military, like just we're all like little puppets.
I just saw a tweet today that was like, somebody was like, and this is all of it is hyperbole, I'm sure. Like they were all being very extreme for the sense of like sensationalism, but somebody was like talking, there was a news report about how China is 90% housed, or like 90% like homeowners, like not even just housed, like
Wow.
own homes, which is a crazy statistic for Americans to hear. But then somebody was like trying to fight back about how China actually sucks or whatever. And then they were like, yeah, try posting this photo though in your country or something. And it's like Xi Jinping like as posted as poo. And then somebody else was like, oh, that's so funny. Anyway, try to go through US Customs holding a photo edited of JD Vance, like a photo, one of those edits of JD Vance. See how that'll go. And so it's like,
LOL.
baby, you're in just as much of a surveillance state as China. I hate to tell you. I hate to
Yeah.
burst that weird little bubble that you're for some reason still in. But
Right.
we're all getting looked at, baby.
We are all getting looked at. Is that Devil Wears Prada scene where like, no,
Yeah.
you have been instructed, you have been like primed to make all these choices that you think
Yep.
are your choices, but like everybody else made these choices for you, like hundreds
When
of
really
years
it was
ago
decided
even.
in a room of 6 people.
Exactly. And those 6 people were like part of the gold rush, like
Yeah.
it's just nothing is original. We all got on a moving treadmill when we were born. That's what's
Amen.
aging me.
Amen.
But I think I do
And,
like,
like, I don't know,
outdoorsy
the
wear, and I have been
yeah.
wearing my like, my like ultra hiking shoes that are like wide toe box, and I do think it's better for my posture. And I don't know. What to
Listen,
think.
they do it for a reason. Like they're always wearing things efficiently. So like it makes
Right.
sense. I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know. Just because something's being used by a bad person doesn't mean the product's not good.
Right. And that was like the scope of, I think, like further on in the podcast, it's going to be more of that scope too. Cause this host, my wife, Avery Trufelman, was like,
Right.
civilians and soldiers are like way more alike, are way more diverse than we think. Like it's not black
Yeah.
and white. Like all soldiers fucking love sleeping with America and civilians hate
No,
guns.
they
Like,
they were mostly poor 18-year-olds that had low like grades in school and got taken advantage of by recruiters.
Well, that's the truth. And it's like people who want to be the change, blah, 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 from the inside.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I support the troops. I just don't support what they're doing. Like, I don't support the
Right.
military. It's different. I support them on an
Right.
individual basis. I don't support what the actual structure of it is.
Right. And
Like,
that is.
I'm not going to hate 17-year-old Travis who had nowhere else to go and needed something to like not be on the street. Like whatever.
How could you
Shut
hate on
up.
him?
Like he has no choice in that. He barely had a choice in that. He was set up from day one. From
the
like how our
thing.
society is built. He was set up to be in the military. They're trying to
That's
keep
the
people poor and dumb lately. I just saw a thing today about how they're like somebody has a theory on Twitter. And again, this is just a single Twitter user. This isn't like anything major. But I just read it today and I was like, I could see it. Like they were thinking that like AI is a major psyop to keep our high schoolers now really, really dumb. Whoa. And so now they'll be easy to take advantage of.
Oh, wait. I can't remember if this was part of this podcast or something else, but it all went together. That there was this video game that was developed by the U.S. government by the military that was free and had like way better graphics and had a way bigger budget than the other things. And like they are still aiming these video games at like 13-year-olds. Talk about minors.
Yeah.
They're like
I remember when
selling
we were
it.
in like college, I think there was an ad for the military that like made it look like it's a video game because Call of Duty was so popular.
Yeah. So we all just sort of like live inside the barrel of a gun.
Absolutely.
That's how I'm feeling.
Absolutely. But yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. Yeah. Wild. But at least they made some neat products that do work well, I guess, at the end of the day. I think that's kind
It
of
is
thing where you have to
cool
like separate that
technology.
kind of thing. Yeah. It's kind of like I don't know if it's the same exact thing or if this is a really bad segue, but I've seen like so many YouTube video essays. The big one right now is is performative males is like the biggest thing, and it's like men that like drink matcha and read books publicly and blah blah blah. And apparently people are saying that like, oh, it's fake, blah blah blah. But then like a lot of them are like taking the side of like, let's play a game of who's faking and who's not, and blah blah blah, and like men should be held accountable. But then one YouTuber, Funky Frog Bait is their name, and I think they're a very good YouTuber. But yeah, very good video essayist. But they decided to also chime in on this, but they had a way better take, I think, that was like, guys, shut up. Like if these men, even if some of them are forcibly doing this to try to get chicks or whatever, maybe he'll read the book. Maybe he'll read the feminist literature. Maybe he'll actually enjoy matcha. Maybe he'll actually start. Yeah. Who cares how he got there? He got there.
Right.
Like it's kind of like that. There's no good, real good deed. Like, did the good deed, like there's no selfless good deed. I'm like, did the deed happen? The action is what matters in this situation.
And if we are like, if straight women are clamoring for these men to be like more emotionally available, have better emotional intelligence, like you're getting what you wanted and now you're making fun of them for it. What is
Stop
that?
making fun of them for it.
We are all complicit in making men fucked up. You know?
Yeah, that's the thank you for getting it. I just like, I knew you would, but I'm just like, it's just like, you can't mock people for trying. Like even if some of them are secretly dastardly and secretly mean, you don't know that. You can't tell that from looking at them.
Right.
Some of these people just do like matcha lattes, and some of them do just like reading. Like it's
Heaven
like
forbid.
fine. God, it's so weird to me.
It is wild. It is wild. I mean, like, this is my most like conservative Republican cancelable take, is that like it's really hard. I hate how this sounds coming out of my mouth. It must be really hard to be a straight dude. The amount that they're killing themselves, other people, their wives, they're like abandoning their families. It sounds like
a lot of people are hard cap.
There.
I don't want to talk to them. Like a lot of people are very hard cap. Like I understand the I hate all men thing. I say that, and I'm men. Like, but like at the same time, like I think, granted, I think most normal guys that are pleasant to be around know that is like, there's more nuance to it than that. That's just like a saying. But at the same time, some people do just follow that scripture. Like, and I'm just like, you can't, like, none of us actually mean that. Like, right? Like we don't actually mean we hate all men. We mean we hate all like quote unquote men. Like, and it's like, different.
But let's really, like, language matters. And like what we hate is like the trap we've set for men and like the way, but then you can't hate them for wanting to avoid the trap. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
We've said, don't do this because you'll be gay. Don't do this because it's too, like, you can't be too angry. Don't be this because it's manipulative. Don't be this because it's also gay. Don't do this because, you know, like, then we can't hate the animal that we create from setting that many traps. Yeah.
And it sounds evil to say, I mean, not evil, but it sounds pick me to say it. It sounds like, and I know maybe people will be upset that we say that, but, and I'm not defending the actions of like really rancid men. Like, I'll be the last person in the world to ever do that. They should be held accountable for their horrible actions and stuff like that. But I could imagine if I was a teenage guy, I mean, it's why so many of them are going to that far right bullshit, because they just feel like everybody hates them, and then they find, which isn't true, but they fall into the bad side of it. They see one too many tweets of someone trying to get their little online points, you know, and like dunking on people and stuff like that, and like that's gonna veer them away. And I think that's not an ally you want to lose. I don't think somebody with like all the privilege in the world to fight for you and not get like taken out by police, or not like, you know, get fired from their job as easily and things like that. Like, you kind of, not to be like saviory, like male savior, but you do need people with privilege to take your side too, to have an easier time of being at that table and getting that seat at that table. Like, you can't push them all away. And I think most good men are not going to be pushed away from that narrative, but there's billions of people out there. Statistically, some will. So you can't, so don't dunk on them when they're trying. I don't know.
Yeah. I feel like we should pump the brakes on like, we love men, but I do.
That's fair enough too.
But I do. I don't know. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Well,
I don't.
it's the same argument as where people will put the word white in front of something and it allows them to be misogynistic or be homophobic. Like they'll be like,
Right.
fuck all white gay people, fuck all white twinks. I'm like, you just want to say the F slur so bad and you can't.
Right.
Well, it's the same thing as this performative male thing. That's what Funky Frogman said in their essay too. They're like, so you're not getting mad at the guys who are performatively masculine when they're pretending to like football like crazy or soccer or play FIFA.
Do you think
or anything
that's
like
a performance?
Even if
Of course it is. It all is.
Everything's a performance. Like, but you're just getting mad at the ones that like the feminine stuff. Like, that's not good.
It's just misogyny, all of it.
Yeah. Then, so I guess on that note, I guess it's time for.
Wait, Blake.
Nope. No,
Stand
it's
by. It is. I had
okay.
a fever dream about this. To provide some instrumental accompaniment. One
Oh,
moment.
great.
I have this instrument called an omnichord, which is like an electronic auto harp. And I thought,
Oh, not the auto harp. Oh my God. That's like the Trixie Mattel instrument, right? Yeah.
but it's electronic.
Love it.
And it's like fake retro. This is a new instrument, but they made it look like the ones from the 80s. It's a whole thing. So
Incredible.
we can do keys. So give us your starting pitch for Depression Meal.
Duh.
Da 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 da.
Yep.
Ooh, fun. Okay, no, we want keyboard. Ooh, interesting. A flat.
Nice.
Okay.
Sick.
So
That sounds great.
there we go. Okay. You ready?
5, 6, 7, 8. Depression Meal Mondays.
Something like that.
Yay! Oh my gosh, I didn't hear a lick of it, and I'm sure it sounded great though, and I can't wait to hear it in post.
I truly had a dream about that when I was half awake this morning. I was like, let's
Phenomenal.
see if that'll work. It might not.
Phenomenal. I love it.
Anyway.
Sick.
Okay. We have a submission. Do you want to start with ours or submission? I forget how we do it.
I'll do mine really quick.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we'll knock it out really fast because we've been rambling, and that's fine. So Papa John's has a deal right now on Uber Eats that's just been there for months now, and I don't know why. But when you order a pizza, you get another one for free. And so I had Papa John's for 4 meals in a row. But it was fantastic. Get it hot like Papa John.
Whoa,
Chop around.
those
She knew it was
tiny
up.
little tables for tiny
Yeah.
little mice eating the pizza with you, and the little shooters of garlic. Papa
Yes,
John's.
what is
Papa
that?
John's is the
And-
best delivery pizza.
It
I'm not going
actually
to
is.
hear any
I was a-
Domino's apologists. It's Papa
I was
John's.
a Domino's purist, and then I had Papa John's recently. I was like, oh my god! We had a place called Kid Station, which is a little place slides and all that kind of stuff back in the day. Tastes just like that pizza, and I'm like, oh, I'm a child again. It's so good. It's so good. It's amazing. It's amazing. Anyway, that's mine. I had
I
4
would-
meals in a row, so that's the depressing part about it.
Incredible. Did you? Because you ordered it once, and then the 2 pizzas lasted you for
I'm I
4
have
meals.
2 pizzas. I can't just not eat these 2
have to.
pizzas.
No, you
and you can't just order one. They give you the
Right.
free pizza. Yeah, it's wild.
Wow. What toppings situation?
Cheese. It's just cheese.
Oh, Blake. Okay.
Simple and clean. Kingdom Hearts.
Great. Good.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
My depression meal is I went to Target to run errands, and I was so hungry that I couldn't make decisions. So I just got things that I knew would be filling. So I got gluten-free Oreos and Pop Chips, and just ate half a box of Oreos and half a bag of Pop Chips in the car in the parking spot.
I love that. That's kind of the same. That's kind of the same science behind chocolate covered potato chips. It's it's so good to alternate between those two flavors.
really
It's so good.
is.
One of my favorite things is Oreos and Goldfish. Just alternate. And it's not I have finished the Goldfish and then I go to the Oreos. It's I just every other bite. Best of
Right.
both worlds. It's I'm
Somebody
yeah.
on the internet was making Rice Krispie treats with goldfish. You should do that.
That sounds so good.
Why didn't anybody do that before? Why didn't anybody tell you about that?
That's
incredible.
nasty. That's nasty that nobody did before, and I think that's fantastic. Oh man,
Yeah.
I should make that. That'd be a fun depression meal.
It would be a fun depression meal. Just
Yeah.
a whole cookie sheet of that.
Absolutely.
We have a submission
Period.
from a dear listener and a dear friend, Alexa,
Amazing.
who also had a birthday recently. Happy birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. That's exciting. Oh, also, anybody that wants to submit one, you can in our email at keepmeyoungpod@gmail.com, right? And then at keepmeyoungpod on Instagram in our DMs, you can send it, or in the comment section of our YouTube. Why not? I think that works too.
Yeah. The more the merrier. We would love to hear from you for Q&A and also for Depression Meal. And I don't know, just how you're feeling. Just like write a diary entry instead of writing it in your diary. Just put it in a public,
for the world to see.
Yeah.
Say
Okay,
names,
so
names.
Alexa's
Yes.
Depression Meal. Depression Meal alert. Chips and salsa. Chips and hummus. And Nerds gummy clusters. Pretty great.
Chips and salsa and then chips and hummus?
I suppose.
Different chips,
Just
right?
swapping out-
I feel like
swapping
hummus
out
is meant for
dip.
like I feel like hummus is meant for like a cracker, and then like chips are meant for, or salsa is meant for chips.
Sometimes in a pinch, I will do like tortilla chips in salsa. That's what was happening with these pop chips.
Yeah. Oh, of
It's
course.
just
That's a classic, but I'm just like, hummus feels like a cracker style dip to me.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not a hummus
in your
connoisseur.
right mind,
I should be, but I'm not.
in your right mind, yes. But if hummus
Yeah.
is around and you only have one type of vehicle, you're going to use that.
If you believe in hummus, you're going to find a way, right?
Exactly.
Nerds clusters, on the other hand, amazing. I love that. Love Nerds clusters.
Whoa.
Very, very good. Love Nerds already.
I love the leap from like acoustic food to electronic
Acoustic
also.
food. Oh, you're so right in that description. That's what I need to start calling it.
Wild.
That's what I need to start calling it. I've always been like, of the earth, acoustic. That's what it is.
Acoustic. I saw somebody refer to, somebody used acoustic. Oh, talking about bikes. I was doing a lot of e-bike research here in LA, and somebody called a regular bike an acoustic bike. I said, I'll do that for everything.
That's
now.
beautiful. Wow, thank you. That's in my vernacular right away. I love when you hear something, you're just immediately like, I'm going to be saying that a lot. That's a
Done.
good feeling.
Lock it
Well,
in.
what a great acoustic and electronic meal.
Yeah.
Very Hannah
Yeah.
Montana. Very both worlds. I love that.
Very both worlds, salsa and hummus. Right. I feel like we
Yeah. Said, you mind if a white girl speaks a little Spanish?
exactly. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's got a little bit of
Absolutely.
everything. And I feel like that's the mark of a great depression meal, is if there's like a lot of everything or a lot of no, that's the same thing. I feel the mark of a good depression meal is not a lot of many things. Or
Absolutely. It's
exclusively
it's
one thing.
Simplicity, repetitiveness, repetition, that's the word. Minimal effort or great effort
scavenge.
for something tacky. Like that's
Yeah.
depression meals are very varied. Yeah, I would say.
Very varied.
Very varied.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah. And that's the beautiful part about it. Is like anything really can if you
Yeah.
either try hard enough or don't try hard enough. Like that's kind of the cool part about it. Mm-hmm. It's vibes, babe. It's
We
vibes,
have-
babe.
It's total vibes.
Yeah.
We have more of a real Q&A for queer and gay today. But
Oh
TS
my God,
up.
well, let's
TS
do
up.
it.
I'm getting ahead of myself.
Oh, sorry. Well, I guess it is now officially time for Q&A with queer and gay. We'll get a beat under that one day.
Yeah, I could do a beat on the this too. We'll
This.
we'll roll it out. We'll roll it out slowly.
Yeah,
We'll start with depression
100%.
meal.
100%.
And see how that
Yeah,
goes.
soft launch. It's like an album.
Our single.
Here's my single.
single went
and
out
then
today.
here's track 5. Yeah.
Okay. So, hello, love the podcast.
Thank you.
This is from someone named Ace.
Love it.
No pronouns, so I'm just going to use they them. And my question is a bit heavy, so I don't mind if you skip it, but I figured the worst you could say is no, so I'm asking anyways. Though
Aw.
there is some lore, so buckle up.
Love it.
My transphobic mother wants me to visit her in Georgia. I live on the West Coast. Okay. Where? Because I'm from South Carolina and I live on the West Coast. Fun. Sometime next year is when mom wants them to visit, and I'm not sure what to do. I'm still on relative speaking terms with my parents due to my financial situation being in the gutter, but they're both transphobic and told me to my face that they don't believe I'm a man and will never call me by my preferred name. My parents have a new cat I want to meet and 3 dogs that I miss terribly. My sister might also be there, and she's the only one in my immediate family who accepts who I am, so it might not all be bad, but I'm on the fence. The question is simply, do you think it's worth it to go? Just thought I'd ask to get a non-biased outside opinion. Thanks if you answer, no worries if you don't. With much platonic love, Ace. Thank you so much for this question, Ace. And thanks for
Yeah.
like taking a swing and asking like a big I don't know, sort of like a heavier one.
Yeah,
Love
be
to get into
vulnerable.
that.
Be vulnerable. That's kind of the theme of this episode. I really like that, and
Yeah,
and I love
exactly.
I love the mentality of worst they can say is no. Live with
Right.
that. Sit on that mentality for the rest of your life. It will carry you
Bounce
so much farther
on
than
it.
you know. Bounce on it.
Exactly.
It will take you so much farther than you ever will know
Yeah.
in your life. Absolutely.
Yeah. What's your first take?
It's probably just different lived experiences, but my immediate knee jerk reaction is just do it. Like I
Oh,
think
interesting.
I think it's always worth it to just, if it's just a trip and
Mm-hmm.
and if you have a family member that you can lean on, and if they know that and you give them a heads up like, hey, I'm probably going to lean on your company a lot during this, I think it's worth it. I don't think, even if your parents suck and if they're always going to be this way, if they are always going to be this way, then absolutely it might not be worth it. If there's a chance that maybe they could at some point lighten up, I think it's maybe worth having them in your life a little bit, just in the off chance that maybe something happens. But especially more than anything, don't let two assholes stop you from being in contact with a family member that really cares about you and really wants to see you
That is a good
and
point.
and misses you. I think that's giving them more power by their opinions. If you
Yeah.
like cutting off, I don't think it's invalid to cut off family members if they are going to treat you like that the rest of your life. Absolutely. But at the same time, I think you're letting them win if it keeps you away from your family members that actually do care about you. And
Yeah.
and I'm not saying to do something for the spite of it, although I started my social media out of spite of somebody else making a video that I thought sucked. So I mean, sometimes spite can carry you.
Spike
But-
can really carry you and keep you
Yeah.
young, that is for sure.
But I think that's one of those things that you would regret at the end of your days, that you didn't see your sibling enough because you let some shitty parents get in the way of that. And even if the rest of the trip sucks, again, I don't know your full experience, so I can't say.
Right.
But if you have someone there, I think it's worth
That's someone.
giving that. Yeah, I think it's worth giving that person more justification in supporting you by being there for them too and seeing them. I think like not that action, like not that, I don't know, not that like support and acceptance is like a gift earned, but I think that it is something where like this person has your back, and I think that I don't think you would feel as good at the end of your like time on this earth knowing that you didn't get to see them as much. That's kind of
It
my
does say
take, but
it does say sister might also be there. So okay, I think
Might also be
I
there.
think there
Okay,
are
figure that
caveats
out.
here. Right. I think you need to know
why are
that
they
you have an ally.
inviting them? Why are they inviting them? Did they say the parents are inviting them?
My mother wants me to visit her in Georgia.
Okay, it's kind
If
of one of
there's
those
anything a
things.
Southern mom wants you to do, it's visit. So
It is. I've seen this trope a lot where the mom doesn't accept you, but they still want to see you.
right. We also don't know when. It's sometime next year.
Okay.
Financially dependent on parents.
Okay.
Never call you by your preferred name is very tough.
That is
Sister
really
might
tough.
also be there. She's the only one in my immediate family. It might not all be
Okay.
bad, but I'm the fence. Okay. I think my answer is I'm on the fence too. I think there are some things that you need to find your power about. And like, if that means like my sister has to be there in order for me to be there, that's great. Make
Yeah.
that happen. You can
I
make
think that's
that
a
happen.
great way
You and
to-
your sister
to
can
navigate that.
probably very easily, careful, the omnicord.
Yes.
You and your sister can probably make that happen. I would
Yeah,
imagine.
talk to your sister. Absolutely talk to your sister and
Right.
figure that stuff out. And yeah, get that organized. Like really plan it out with her. Like maybe that'd be a cool way for y'all to keep in contact more too. Is to
Yeah,
like plan
plan
out
little
this
visits.
trip, start to finish, plan out this trip if you end up doing it. Like just have everything almost scheduled where you don't have to have downtime where you're like getting misgendered all the time by your parents and all this stuff like
Totally.
that. Like
Plan activities, have a buffer, have your friends visit, maybe travel with a friend too.
Yeah.
That I think like knowing what's going to happen gives you a little bit of like autonomy in it where
Yeah.
you're not just like showing up and being like a starfish just sort of floating around. Like
Yeah.
you can have a say in how that trip
Yes.
goes. There's not,
Yes.
it's not like, oh, inevitably this will happen. Like, no, it's not inevitable. You can kind of take the reins a little. I would say being financially dependent on family is its own thing. And I also like once made the joke about a friend who seems like he'd be a they them, but is incredibly wealthy and like has an incredibly wealthy family, and I made the connection of like, oh, but you have to be a boy to like inherit wealth. So like, of course.
Yeah.
Him.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's hard. It's hard to like piss off your family if you're financially dependent on them.
Yeah.
You know, depending on the family.
Absolutely.
But that is like a totally valid thing to worry about. Is that a priority that you are not financially dependent on your family? So then you can like identify other factors at play with your family. If that's a priority, then like focus in on that, you know, and like I'm not going to just say like, go get a job, but like really focus in on that and like have a conversation with your family where you're like, I'm uncomfortable being financially dependent on you. Can we set something up so that like we're tapering off over this amount of time? Because if it's up to them what money they give you, again, you don't have the power in that scenario.
Sure.
If you're just sort of like waiting for them to give you some amount of money and you don't know what it is, like, I don't know. I think that can maybe be more collaborative too.
Yeah.
I would
Absolutely.
hope.
Yeah.
And if not, then like it sounds like becoming financially independent from your family is maybe a priority in the next year. But that's a whole
100%.
year. That's not like cut yourself off.
Yeah, it's not
That's
now. It's
an
not like
entire
don't start
year to
now.
work on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's absolutely what it all comes down to. And all that being said, if you do go, just sit in the mentality going in, like just like, I don't know, buck up, you know, like just say it with your chest and in your brain. Even if you don't feel comfortable enough to be like that outside, just be in your head like, I am a man. I am valid.
Totally.
My existence is real.
Yep.
There are plenty of people like me. There are plenty of people that love me for this and exactly who I am. Remember
Yep.
who your community is. Remember where your base is. You're not going to be there forever. It's just a visit. And carry
and
that.
maybe schedule calls with your friends to be like, sorry, I have
Yeah.
a work call, but it's just a call with your friend to like
Yeah.
debrief. Schedule something, but it's just you going on a walk with yourself. Schedule something, but it's like you journaling for a while. You
Yeah,
know, like whatever you
absolutely.
need to do. People don't have to know that
Yeah.
you don't actually have a work call or that you don't actually have a whatever. You know, you can just you can take the time for yourself. And if they like follow up and ask, that's weird. But you can also be honest and be like, I actually just need some alone time to like recalibrate, recenter. That's totally fine.
Yeah. And if your parents get mad about any of your actions, just blame it on, just say your favorite podcaster, Blake and Heather, said that you should do that. I've been hated for much less on YouTube, so like I'm not going to be upset about that. Go ahead. I'll take the fall.
We have nothing to
it's
lose.
Easy.
The stakes are very low for us in this situation.
I've been hated
so
more
we
for
can
less.
take the
So
heat.
if they want to hate me, great. I'll take it.
It's totally fine. It's totally fine. I would say another thing, probably don't go for a holiday. Holidays are really tough.
The holidays
with
are tough.
expectations. Maybe go like your favorite time of year to be in Georgia. Certainly there are some positive things about being in the place where you grew up. Go your favorite time of year in Georgia. Go around an event like the state fair or like I don't know, that's what comes to mind for me for South Carolina. Like something that happens where you're like, ooh, that would be such a nice thing to revisit in Georgia.
I love that. That's a great idea.
And lastly, give yourself a little treat when you get back to the West Coast.
Yeah.
Plan like I'm getting it doesn't have to be something that you spend money on. Like
Buy a car.
Get a full facial mani-pedi massage.
Yes,
No,
exactly.
like,
Buy 6 dogs.
right. Like go like I'm trying to think of like free things to do. Your friend with a fancy gym membership, ask them for a day pass. They always get day passes.
Yeah, and they have
all
classes.
of the fancy even the non-fancy gyms give day passes to friends.
Yep.
If you want to like feel fucking manly and masculine when you get back, go, like ask your friend for a day pass to the fanciest gym you know of on the West Coast and like fucking pump iron. You know, do something that makes you feel so squarely in your masculinity and like validated and I don't know.
I love that.
Valid to yourself too.
Yeah. I love that so much. That's fantastic.
And good luck.
Yeah, and good luck. I can't believe that our heaviest Q&A, I just gave advice while looking like Jason Mraz, but I'll take it. It's all vibes, baby. That's what Jason would say.
It's not a fedora, at least.
No, it's not. It is not that. It is not that. But yeah, all that being said, best of luck. And
Best of
thank you for
luck.
watching and
Thank
for
you
sending that
all.
message. That was really sweet.
Yeah. And we leave you with this, I suppose.
Yeah.
On
This
Hill
we
will
not.
die.
Amen.
Amen. Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Bye, y'all.